What is up, you freaky folks? My name is Nick, and welcome to my channel, where I cover all things horror. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. Books of Blood is a Hulu original film and anthology based on the works of Clive Barker. 3 tales of terror to help get you into the Halloween spirit. Personally, I'm not very familiar with Clive Barker's work, and I'm not the biggest fan of the adaptations of his work. I just like a good scary movie. And if you're looking for something new to watch for Halloween, well, this is new, and there are some creepy moments and some disturbing imagery, but ultimately, Books of Blood really didn't do a whole lot for me. Like most horror anthologies, there is one good story and then other ones, but this isn't like a regular anthology. This is a cool anthology. There's one long first story, then a pretty normal length second story, and then a wraparound. It's really 2 stories with a wraparound, and by the time I got to the end of it, I just felt like this really should have been a TV series. In fact, if Hulu wanted to turn this into an anthology series, I'm sure Barker has plenty of stories to work with, and I'd like to see what they could do with them. But what's offered here in this movie really just doesn't offer up anything new or especially memorable that would keep me coming back to it. I'm gonna give Books of Blood a 2 out of 5. It isn't terribly bad, but it also just isn't very interesting or entertaining. Now I'm gonna talk about these stories with a little bit of detail. I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but if you want to watch it as blind as possible, now would be your time to do so. I don't think this is entirely a waste of time, especially for us horror fans that watch everything we can, but also, I wouldn't prioritize it. The first story stars Britt Robertson as a woman who is on the run as she struggles with her past and mental health issues. The focus is really on her sensitivity to sound. She cannot stand the sounds of chewing and slurping and the like, which I can fully understand, but this material is stretched out for so long before finally getting to its reveal, and I would say this is the good story, this is the good one. Once it finally gets to what it's actually up to, that stuff was good and I was all about it. I just wanted more of that in this movie. And unfortunately, because there's so much time spent on this one story, it disrupts the pacing of the entire movie. And it ends up lacking that snappy flow that I think horror anthologies should have. The second story is more of a supernatural drama that stars Anna Friel as a woman who has lost her son, and she's interested in contacting the spirit world. I can't really talk about this one without getting into the spoilers, so I'll just say it takes some twists and turns and ultimately just offers up some iconic Clive Barker imagery. If you're a fan of Clive Barker's and you just want to see some of this stuff on screen, you might enjoy that, but I just wasn't invested in the characters of the story or what was actually happening, and by the time it reaches the end, I just didn't feel this one was defined enough to be very entertaining. And the wraparound isn't really much of a story, it's just trying to connect the other two. And the weird thing is, it does the wraparound and then it goes back to the first story and shows us the actual ending to that one. It's as if they knew that was the strongest one and they re-edited it to have the ending of that story at the very end of the film because, well, you want to end on a good note, right? I can't say that was the actual plan, that's just what it looks like to me, but ultimately just comes off looking a little bit sloppy. And again, I just think this would have been better as a TV show. Hulu, give us more horror anthologies. I'm loving Monsterland. Is anyone else watching Monsterland? I just finished it. I'm planning a review. I would recommend that. And again, I could use more of it. I love horror anthologies. If there were 10 episodes of Books of Blood, or hell, I'd even take 6, maybe these stories would be more interesting mixed up with some other ones. But as a film, what we have here was just pretty disappointing to me. What did you guys think of Books of Blood? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. This would be the best time to subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to cover all the good creepy content that's coming out throughout the month of October. Follow me on Instagram if you're interested. And you know what? Just thanks again, guys. This is the best time of the year, and it's been so much fun talking about all this fun stuff with you. That's it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.